not a little disturbing, actually very disturbing and upsetting, and it's kind of reminiscent of the times that we are living in. Or we just want to listen, hear, and read the things that we agree with and we like. This is an extreme sign of being close-minded, something that we do not want for a healthy society. I lended it from my school library, which was a place where you couldn't enter inside, but you could just request for the book. Apart from this, I have also started watching old Hollywood movies. Hello everyone. So today I'm going to make an update video for all the books that I'm reading these days and how I'm enjoying or not enjoying them. So the first of the lot is The Mind is Flat. Now it's written by an MIT professor, and I'm not going to spell it out for you who's the author and what's the background of the author. Go do this, check yourself, support the authors, research about them, find information about them. It helps them get discovered more. Anyway, that said, this book is not a very easy read. This non-fiction is actually a little disturbing because it kind of shakes up all your beliefs and thoughts about how human minds work quite fundamentally. And that's why I'm taking it longer than I thought I would take to finish this. But this is one book which I really want to go through. Now, I know some people who had picked up this book and they're finding it very disturbing, and they stopped reading it. They abandoned the book, and they were quite angry when they read the book, and they said that this is not something we want to listen to or we want to read, and they almost literally threw the book away. Now, I find this idea a little disturbing and not a little disturbing, actually very disturbing and upsetting, and it's kind of reminiscent of the times that we are living in. Also, that we just want to listen, hear, and read the things that we agree with and we like, and we are completely deaf and blind and don't want to listen to anything to the things that we do not agree with or which make us little uncomfortable. This is an extreme sign of being close-minded, and it's something that we do not want for a healthy society. It's very important to listen to other perspectives, other point of views as well, and give them space and respect them even if you don't agree with them. So that said, A Mind is Flat is a book which might disturb you, which might make you uncomfortable, but it is a thought which I think one should listen to. I started reading another book last night, and it's called Spinning Silver. Now, a friend of mine read this book and did not like it at all. And I'm 5 chapters in, and I'm actually quite enjoying it. And the minute I finish this book, I'm going to get in touch with that friend and I'm going to ask that why did you not like it. I'll make a detailed video later for what the book is about and why I'm enjoying it the way I am. And maybe when I finish the book, I don't know, even I might not like it. But so far, I'm having fun with this. Wheel of Time, Book 1, The Eye of the World, is a book that I have finally started. And again, I'm 6 or 7 chapters in. A little bit of an effort read this is, but I'm having a lot of fun and I'm making a lot of notes, and I'm planning to make a series of videos explaining what I'm reading, how it's making me feel, the kind of religious references that I can identify in this book, and that's going to be a whole different series altogether. But so far, 5 chapters in, the first 2 chapters build up the mythology quite nicely. So wait for the detailed videos when I start making them. Also, a lot of people have been asking me what's the difference between classic fantasy and modern fantasy, and why Wheel of Time is considered more as a modern fantasy as opposed to classic fantasy. I'll talk about this in as much of detail as I possibly can later in some other video about it. Also, a lot of people have been asking me about my book Love to Hurt You, which is lying here, and it's always in the frame. And they've been asking me what this book is about and what they can expect if they pick it up, and for whom is it actually aimed for as a reader. I will make another video for this. Just to give you a slight orientation, this is a very different novel which I have not seen in the Indian market anywhere, and that's why I sat down to write it when I got that idea for this story. And if you think it's erotic fiction, I don't know how you're going to receive this. If you think this is a book about BDSM, I don't know how you're going to react to it. If you think it's a romance novel, you will be shocked to read this. I'll make that video in detail later, which will make it absolutely clear that what this book is all about. The next book on the pile is Frank Kafka's Metamorphosis. Not the whole book, that one short story actually, which is called Metamorphosis. A very strong story, but the prose and the style may not work for the people who are used to reading commercial fiction, but still a story which I think everyone should read at least once. Dracula. gothic horror, and I'm loving it. A few chapters in, I read this book long time back when I was in school. I lended it from my school library, which was a place where you couldn't enter inside, but you could just request for the book that you wanted to read, and if the book was available, you will get it without visiting the library. The book would be delivered to your classroom. This this was the kind of rule we had in our school, because I studied in an all boys school and the library and the books had suffered a lot of vandalism. So this is the kind of rules they had there, but if one wanted to read. Anyway, maybe this whole distancing between the books and the students is probably the reason why I'm such a crazy book collector today, that I want to have all the books in my possession and not just read them and let them go. I don't know. Psychoanalysis is not my thing, probably. So Bram Stoker's Dracula, a few chapters in, and I'm loving it. And the last book on the list, One Day, a book that I had read before and a book which I'm rereading because of a book club that I'm a part of. It's a wonderful book club, by the way, guys, and it's called The Bookish Tribe, and they have an Instagram page as well. So I'll share the link to that Instagram page in the description below. Apart from this, I have also started watching old Hollywood movies, which are very well acclaimed. I'm also thinking of picking up one movie each week and then having a discussion about it, for what it made me feel and what I think about that film. And Detour is the movie which I want to discuss next week. I watched that film and I absolutely loved it. I'll share the link to that film in the description below, and maybe you can watch it when I start discussing it and make a video filled with spoilers. You had already seen the film, and then you can actually understand and think how you felt about the film. Alright, guys, so that's all for today, and these are the books which I am hoping to finish before the month ends. Stay safe, keep healthy, keep reading. Cheers.